I believe one of the more difficult things that you can experience in your life is the failure, because every time that we failure at some point is when we develop some fear, some doubt about ourselves. And sometimes it's so difficult to try again because we had this feeling inside of us that I try once and I don't want to have the same feeling that didn't work out. And this is part of the three main actions. And I believe it's more like a attitude that I'm gonna show to you today that you can start to develop how change your life. If you are in the path of develop a better version of you, if you want a different life, if you want something new in your life, this is the video for you. But before we started, I'm going to introduce myself for the people is new in this channel. My name is Veronica. I'm an engineer. I have years of experience in the corporate work, and I'm dedicated this channel to these people. Is the same as me, is try to be a better version of themselves, not just in the professional way, also inside of ourselves, right? Develop more love for ourselves, try to deal with these difficult situations and how can be better every day. So I'm gonna start it with embrace fear. That is how I started this topic. So I believe that we have this misunderstood that at some point someone teach us or we learn at some point that every time that you try something and you fail is something wrong, is something that we did just mistake. But we forget about how is the process to develop a new skill or to try something different. So let's give you a simple example. If you want to lose weight, right? I think many of us having this process to try many different diets, many different programs, do more exercise, whatever is the situation, right? And we having failed because not because we don't lose weight, because we go back to gain the same amount of weight. But have you realized that every time that you try again, you know something new because you are not in the beginning anymore. You are more advanced students. So failure doesn't mean that you don't gain anything. Just mean that for now you are moving just a little bit more to your final objective. That in this case, for example, how you can be more healthy, how you can have the weight that you want, but continuously, right? And try to enjoy life too. That is the main issue about food. So every time that you try something new, remember that sometime is we don't gonna get everything in one round, but if our first step to move forward to our next destination, especially if your objective is something very huge, something that requires many steps, don't overwhelm every time that something getting wrong, because happened to me before that we need 30 steps to get the new to get be in the new situation. I all the time was overcome with the first 2 3 steps, and at some point I realized I cannot live like this, right? I need to try to be in peace all the time that I'm doing all the activities that allow me or get me closer to my final destination, right? But in every steps, you learn something new. You are not the same person. So I encourage to you, if you are in this moment that you feel upset, you feel anxious, you don't want to do nothing else, no. Review more, learn more, because it's all the time is a new exit or it's a new information that you need to move forward to your next step. My second point, I have my notes here with me, is about how, if we want to change our life, we need to develop discipline in order to have self-love. So let me explain myself. When remember that self-love is about the attitude, right? It's about respect ourselves, how we care about ourselves. In order to care about ourselves, we need to develop certain activities, right? That show to us that we care about ourselves. For example, if we are caring about ourselves, we need to eat health. So if we go to the supermarket, we have to choose better food and we need to choose better food, right? For example, we cannot go to the supermarket when we feel hungry because we want to buy many things that we don't need it, right? We all learn that lesson. So every time that you are practice something that you want to achieve or you want to acquire, for example, I feel that sometimes my friends they don't respect myself because all the time they arrive late. I don't say anything. I don't have the courage. So you need to have discipline to be able to say something, at least a little bit. For example, maybe by texting first, right? It's easier. I'm waiting 10 minutes here, so let me know, otherwise I'm gonna leave the place. So you just started to develop this new skill that is, I'm gonna respect myself. If the other people is not giving me the time, I don't wanna wait for the other person, right? I know that it's not something easy because all the time we feel when we are doing something new, we feel imposter, right? But it's the only way that you get some new skill. So every day is little by little. Every day is little by little. Yeah, even though it sounds cheesy, it's totally true. And my last point for today is something that maybe we didn't consider about how we change our life, and is our internal gaps. Everything that is related with, let me give you more example. For example, about self-knowledge, about accepting ourselves, have compassion for ourselves, is something that even though we're gonna get our new objective, if we don't have this internal development, we cannot enjoy. I'm pretty sure you have been in this situation when you get this new promotion, you get this new job, you get maybe new partner, and you still have this emptiness inside, or these things inside of you say, why don't I feel so happy if I really wanted this thing or this person? And it's because if you are not fulfillment inside of you, it's so difficult something out external is gonna give you this fulfillment. It's because it's just gonna be some moments, right? The result is gonna be there, and the moment that something new is, you wanna want something new, doesn't matter, right? So there is some steps that I would like to review with you before we end in this video that I believe is very important. So I started, the main duty is you need to do the work. So you have to start it. We try to, if you have the chance to have a therapist, they're gonna help you to understand yourself, how you acting. Have a journal to review what is make me trigger my worst moments, what's made me eat more in that time, even I don't feel hungry. And then when you identify this moment is, try, don't punish yourself, right? Sometimes we punish with food, we punish with many things. And this is when the therapists help you a lot of how you can deal with difficult situation, and gratitude is one of the biggest steps that we need every day, because we every day we do the most we can. We cannot do any more, and we forget sometimes. We are not 100% every day. It's not possible. We are human. So I believe that if at least you start with this 3 step, you can start to recognize, you can start to be more aware how you can start a new change, even though it's very, very far away. So this is my I feel happy about it, that I can give you something that you can start it. So if you have some experience that you want to um, share with us in this channel, that is the reason for. So I invite you to share your story. If you like this video, if you like this channel, subscribe to my channel. Remember that my commitment with you, share most information as possible. And as I always said, share information and let's make a community.